Welcome back, guys, to another Keo Lancer Gaming, and I am your host, Keo Lancer. Yes, that is me. Anyhow, we're going to jump up into a new creative video. It took me a while to put together this script. I wanted to do something fun, and I wanted to, re-innovate when it comes down to my video structures. So today, we're going to jump into something called, Can Anybody Wear the Mask? And I'm pretty sure you guys have always heard this notion, more so predominantly with Spider-Man. So we're going to dive right up into this video. We're not going to cut into anything that's too crazy for you guys to, comprehend. Something easy, something that could just get you straight up into the world of Spider-Man and what makes him who he is, in my opinion. So let's get into it. All right. The core factors that make up Spider-Man. We're going to start off with one of them right now, and that one is compassion. Okay? And I've seen this more so from Spider-Man the animated series as a kid, and it showcased was in the first episode, and this was between Spider-Man and Doc Connors, aka the Lizard. To give you a small summary of what was going on, Aunt May was backed up on bills. Peter found this out, and he needed a way to make some form of income to basically to support his aunt and to deal with the overdue bills. So we seen an ad in the newspaper seeking out pictures of the Lizard in the storeways of New York City, and the reward money was a good sum of money, if you get what I mean. Like, when I first seen this episode, it just made me feel like, okay, so this is Spider-Man at his best. This is him just now being Spider-Man for maybe like a few months. I'm assuming at this aspect. Okay? He not only has to tackle this, but also he has to handle his internships with Kirk Connors, and also take on his college classes as well while being Spider-Man, which is the toughest thing that Peter, goes through. Okay? Later on, Peter finds out in the episodes that, Connors turns himself into the Lizard by mistake, trying to bring back his arm, and which it more so spun everything out of control, in my opinion, because he didn't feel like, in this episode, he didn't feel like a whole man in this aspect. He felt half of a man in his aspect. But by him doing this, it exposes Connor and turns himself into the Lizard by using the Rejuvenator Combinator. I think I'm saying it right. Okay? So now Peter is given a choice. Protect his mentor's secret for his family's sake, because Peter knows the family. And also he sees Connors almost as a father figure too. So he can get more fame if he turns Connor in as the Lizard. Okay? So what Peter does later on in the episode, he takes the picture of the Lizard, but he doesn't expose Connor to be for him being a Lizard. So he was able to make do on saving the bills for, saving Aunt May from handling all the bills by herself, and he was able to keep Connor's secret and keep his family intact. And I found that part very amazing, was because it shows the compassion and the relationship that he had with Kirk Connors. Okay, so we're going to jump on the next take, which is part 2, Courage. All right. This is best displayed during Spectacular Spider-Man, the animated series, facing off against many challenges thrown at him from villains trying to claim his life, and taking on challenges just being a young man, trying to find his way through the world. It wouldn't be right if I didn't tell you a teeny bit of the story when he fought the Sinister Six all by himself while protecting the city. This wasn't an easy task, either with him just getting back into the swing of things after wearing the Venom suit. And that saga was pretty much crazy on the Spectacular Spider-Man. We're going to get on to the third point. And the third point is accountability. Now, a lot of people would say, well, why accountability? We're going to break this thing down. Why I pick accountability from, and where he displayed this. Okay? All right. The best example of this, in my opinion, is shown on Spider-Man Web of Shadows, one of the last great Activision Spider-Man games, I think. If you play this game, you know there are tough choices in the game. And also, guys, by the way, there are 4 different endings in the game. All right, which I didn't know. I thought it was only 3 because me and my brother was talking about it. But when you make these choices in the game, Peter owns up to the choices that he make, whether they're good, whether they're bad, and that shapes Peter's character in it. He has displayed this many of different stories, but I decided to choose that as a great example because Web of Shadows is just one of the best Spider-Man games ever made, in my opinion, I think. The next one is responsibility, guys. Yes, responsibility, which today not a lot of people take serious when it comes down to tasks, like everyday day-to-day tasks, guys, and owning up to your, the responsibilities that you have in your life, whether it's your children, whether it's work, whether it's just other things that you got going on in your life. So I'm going to give you an example of this, okay? So Spider-Man shows this in every comic or game, but we're going to use Marvel Spider-Man as a great example. The last part of the game, when all the villains are unleashed into the city, even though Peter's body was damaged very badly, I had to add, he had bandages, cuts, bruises, he had it all on him. He's still seen the city as a major responsibility for those in New York City that can't protect themselves. Peter in this game wanted to protect the people at all costs. People that couldn't fend for themselves. He's seen it as his sole responsibility to take that on. That to me is a great display of being Spider-Man. All 4 of those things right there. And I would have to say, in today's society, in today's world, not a lot of people have all these particular attributes, these core factors that would make you a good person. And in this aspect, will make you a hero. Not everybody can wear the mask. It takes a certain special individual. And it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter where you come from, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. It matters about principles and morals. Now, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Let me know if you have any of these traits. Let me know if you have all of these traits. Explain why you have those traits. It don't have to be something personal with yourself. It doesn't have to be any of that. My father literally is one of the key factors in my life that showed me each and every one of these traits. I grew up on Spider-Man. I grew up on a bunch of heroes, but specifically Spider-Man mainly, and Batman. And Spider-Man everybody can relate to, but it's not just relating to him about the struggles in his life. It's about the morals that he captures as a person, as an individual. That's what's really, really important about Spider-Man. Leave a comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I got more videos coming up like this, guys. This is Keo Lancer. Stay tuned for more videos coming up.